Yossi,
Shalom, thanks for having me here.
so when are you coming home?
I'm planning to move to Israel this summer. I have a flight on August 20th.
Now when did you, yep. You could do the Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, we're good. When did you make that decision?
It was a long time coming. I think officially I wrote it down in 2019. My wife and I had taken a trip to Israel, and anytime we go to Israel and we come back, we always say, why are we leaving? And then when we came back here, I forget which war it was, but something was going on, and there was a little bit of anti-Semitism here in the U.S. And then we finally said we should really do this. And we started to think about it, and for years we talked on and off, and some days she would say we should make Aliyah, and I would say I don't know, and other days it would be the other way around. And then finally in November 2022, we made the decision that let's come up with a plan and plan to go in the summer of 24.
We'll talk about the practicality in a moment, but I wanted to ask you, what is that something that you can't define? I hear that from so many people that they visit Israel once for a time, it should be like a week or two, and then they come back here and there's like, something's missing.
Yeah,
What is it? Without insulting, there's something that's missing.
It's hard to put into words, but I think there's just a spiritual connection, and that we all, at least in the U.S. here, a lot of people grow up with that as your dream and a goal for your life, that you should one day end up in Israel. So it's an underlying theme, and then all you need is different parts of life where something just pushes you a little bit, and just reminds you, oh yeah, that's something that you actually should try to do, and figure out a plan.
Now when October 7th occurred, when the massacre occurred, did it make you rethink?
No, I didn't. I don't think we were rethinking it at all. If anything, it emboldened us and said that all the more so we want to be there, and we don't want to be sitting on the sidelines. We want to be in the arena.
Oh. Now on the practical level, there's the dream, the ideal, and then the tachlis. Tell us about the tachlis.
Yeah, I think you have to take some really practical steps and just start the process if it's really part of a plan. So for me, what it was is I have a cousin who works at Nefesh B'Nefesh, and they were doing an event a couple years ago, and he said, just come, you'll see, you'll learn something. And I said, sure, no problem. And I went to the event, and I came home, and I said, what did you learn? And I told her about all this paperwork that you need to do. And then I went to work the next day, I came home, and she said, Yossi, I did a lot of the paperwork. And then we just looked at each other and said, I guess we're going.
Wow.
So I really felt like just taking any active step towards doing it really just pushed aside all the rust or anything else that was just covering that dream, and it just enabled us to go forward.
And when it comes to employment, work?
So for me, I was able to figure out a solution where I can keep my current job and work New York hours. I work in finance, and I was very pleased that my company was flexible with it. And for me, my strategy was to figure out my entire plan and then come to them and say, I'm moving to Israel, here's what I'm doing, let's figure this out.
Take it or leave it. Now, just another question. There's some who like to go to Anglo-oriented areas. What can you tell us about your decision, where you want to live? You want to jump into the Israelism or an Anglo-oriented Beit Shemesh, Ra'anana, and etc.?
I think we felt, at least for the beginning, we should have a soft landing and be with people that we know and with people that we're comfortable with, and it's easier for us to get used to it. So we ultimately decided to go to Beit Shemesh. We looked at other areas. I think maybe the only thing that October 7th influenced is we maybe limited the scope of where geographically we were willing to look. But I think we're starting in Beit Shemesh, very happy about that, and who knows what could happen down the road.
Now, last but not least, I understand that it's contagious, this Aliyah virus.
A little bit. I'll tell you that I live in Bergenfield, New Jersey now, and the more people that I talk to about it, the more people start making plans. Even last week, I saw that someone was a little bit interested, and I told them more and more about my plans. And now, as of a couple days ago, he's saying that he's ready to go. And
lead by leave.
Yes, and there's growing groups on WhatsApps of people who are actually going or are making plans to go. So it's very contagious for sure.
Okay, thank you very much. Good luck. You inspire, and we'll see you in Israel.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.